Alrighty, let's see if we get anybody. Actually, I'm going to change my keybinds on OBS really quick. Because that is something that has been bothering me. So, actually, I'll just get rid of it entirely. That way I can press all the buttons I want without having to worry about taking up space with recordings constantly going on. Make a basement? Um, well, I can't really make a basement because right below this is water. So, as much as I would like to, I really can't. So, yeah, it sucks, but, I mean, hey, this is a hill right here, so I just built into, the side of a hill. So, yeah, I mean, that's where that emerges from. Oh, and there's a tornado over there, by the way, which started very close. It started, like, right there, I think, but it started, um, it began the touchdown process when it was over there while I was cleaning up those trees, which is why I have so much wood. Oh, I didn't even realize I have to do these too. But, yeah, right now I'm just, turning a bunch of it into charcoal, which I'm gonna go make another furnace so I can improve my efficiency. Or actually, I'm gonna make this the furnace room. Except, I can't move this. So, let me go get my piston and see if I can somehow make it work. Nope. Things like obsidian. I broke my tornado siren one time, and I didn't know that you couldn't break it. It takes as long as obsidian does to break, so yeah. It kind of sucked. Well, actually, maybe if I do it with a diamond pick, we will have to see. Nope. And, I actually just put myself in danger by doing that, so we are going to just get a bunch of this, okay, wait, so, let me, so this, okay, it's just one weather item, perfect. Whoops. It's just one piece of gold. Okay. And I need more redstone. Alright, and deflector. So, yeah, I did waste some iron by deciding to destroy that thing, but it is what it is, you know? So, I'm gonna start both of those up. I also need to make a clock. That's something I probably should do. And oh yeah, I did a raid too, and I died like 5 times because they had Vex, and those things are the worst. I hate those damn things. So, yeah. We should also totally, Oh, you can barely hear me? Let me turn my... There, is that any better? I'm still not sure exactly where the mic is on my laptop. Okay, that's where it is. Okay, I was right, because I was FaceTiming my girlfriend on here last night, and I kept blowing into the microphone, and yeah, sure enough, that is the microphone. Go ahead and do those. Actually, I'll just do all of these. So... Is the sound any better now? I mean, my, I don't know, my audio seems fine. Audio visual is completely fine. So I hope there's not a problem with it. Man, I wish you could do, charcoal in a blast furnace. It would go so much quicker. I've also got some in there. Oh yeah, I ended up finishing the... Oh no! Elevator's glitching again. Okay, come on. Quit! Jeez. There. No. Maybe I need to send it up and then call it... Yeah, that did it. Anyway, I'm going to go sleep. Oh, that's bullcrap. Where even are they? I don't really see any in close proximity. Let's go higher. Maybe it's that one that's doing it. Oh well. Skeletons are burning. And no, I do not have stairs that go up to here because I do rely solely on that elevator. There. So we're going to probably plant this. Plant that there. There's an Enderman. There's a creeper right by my house. Oh man. Sorry about that. Last night, I actually tried looking for my blue snowball microphone, but I do not know where the hell I put it. Actually, you know what? I think I may know exactly where it is. Let me go get it really quick. I feel like I know exactly where I put it. If it's not here, I don't know where else it would be. Oh, it's not here. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just being dumb. Oh, oh, okay, now my chair is acting up. Okay. So, I guess I'll just have to sit, like, closer. Actually, I didn't need to chop that down. That was a good tree. But I got an apple out of it, so... Yeah. That one I'll leave. That one I'll leave. Basically, the ones that are just, like... If it's got more wood than, If it's got more wood than leaves, then it needs to go. Basically, any less than 4 leaves, and it's going. What happened here? I guess it was a creeper. Must have been supercharged, but never, Okay, you're in my way. But, if it was supercharged, it definitely didn't have the ring around it because, you know, I've only had 2 encounters with charged creepers. Ooh, that was close. Ow! Okay, but you hit me. You still suck, though. I hate you guys. Ow. At least they're smart. They know to stay in the water. I don't even know how the sun can just instantly set them on fire, though. That I don't understand. You know, you gotta be careful doing that, because the arrows will, come off and hit you. Come on. Oh, my inventory's full. Good. I can definitely get rid of some of this shit. Whoops. Oh, how did I pick that up again? Sorry about that. My girlfriend, she's texting me. Well, actually, no, I'm not sorry. But, that's why we kept having the periods where I was paused and didn't move for a second. I'm gonna get rid of this string. Just because I don't use string that much. She's asking if she can watch. Oh, there's an Enderman in my house. What the... Are you... Oh, man. Good dog. Wow. At first, I thought that I hit my dog. I thought that I hit my dog, but I didn't. The dog just decided to get up. Um, God, this is so much wood. What am I gonna do with all of this? Especially like, oh my God. Um, I need to put. I need to have like a dedicated chest or something. Um, Let me see. So, my girlfriend should be watching now. She just asked me if she could watch. I was like, you have to ask me to watch? No, you don't have to ask me to watch. But, I love her. She's wonderful. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So, yeah. And it says that we are buffering, but it seems to be fine. But, yeah, my girlfriend is amazing. Just put those away. Put some of this stuff in here. Those can go there. That, this, this. Oh wait, those go there. Random stuff. I'm gonna take these out of here because these are not really mob items. Um, Hello, gorgeous. So yeah, like I was saying, my girlfriend is the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's the reason that I'm still kicking. Because yeah, back when I was still working at Santikos, I was oh, you don't have to delete your messages. Because back when I was working at Santikos, my life was not that great. And she kind of pulled me out of that. She pulled me, she brought me up. And, you know, that I just can't thank her enough for, you know. And for the longest time, those of you that are looking to get into a relationship, like, no matter how bad you want it, you shouldn't be just, like, desperate for it. And that I am not. Like, I was waiting for the longest time. I was like, I'm not gonna go out looking for love because when I do that in desperation, it just hurts. Okay? But if you let it come to you, that is your sign that you are ready and that it's meant to be. So, if you really want a relationship, but don't want to get hurt, then just wait for the right one. Because I learned a pretty tough lesson in my life, or in my life, yeah. And that is, good things come to those who wait, or did I already say that? Yeah, I did. But, yeah. What else was I gonna say? Um, uh, oh yeah, I've learned a lot of things in my life. Some things I had to learn the hard way, and they weren't fun. And even though they were tough lessons, I do believe that they were necessary lessons. And I have since recovered, and the pain from it is long gone. So I'm completely fine. And I can share this knowledge with other people because that's what I want to do. I want to inspire people because I don't want anyone to have to go through what I've been through. Just because you know, I definitely didn't deserve to be treated the way that I have. Especially being related to directly related to a school in this district. And some people went to that school and still treated me the way that they did, which is just not fair. But life isn't going to be fair. And I know that. I don't think it ever will be fair, as much as we all hate that. Um, so yeah, like it's scary. It's definitely scary. But I mean, it's just these things. I feel like they have to happen. Sometimes they do have to happen. So whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm trying to talk and talk about my life and set this up at the same time. Okay, I need. Or why did I do that? I have shit ton of wood right here. Um, there. So, yeah, I mean, there are things that I've had to learn the hard way because I was like, there is no way that that is possible. And you can't let your guard down either. I did that right before the pandemic started, and it got me. I was like, there nothing could possibly ruin this because I was in another relationship, the one that destroyed me. I was in that one, and I was like, nothing could possibly ruin this. And sure enough, it did, and it struck with a crushing blow. Like it was debilitating. Like I could not function at all. I had like three med changes in a couple weeks. I was put under care of a psychiatrist for a while. Maybe like a year. And even after I came out of that relationship, I was still fairly broken because I had just been so emotionally abused that I just wasn't myself. And I noticed that, and I've seen it happen with other people, and it's heartbreaking. Like I don't like seeing that happen to anyone that I care about. let alone myself, because it's not easy to go through. It's not easy to watch someone else go through that either. And after I got out of that toxic mess, um, like I still wasn't myself. I did feel very relieved, but when summer came, um, and I felt lonely again, it was very, it was a lot more intensified because of what I had been through the year before with the pandemic and all that. So it was very hard on me. I it was extremely hard to make me laugh back then. And that really sucked. I hated that. And I've had friends stick with me through all these years, some who have brought me up, including my girlfriend. Um, I would say current girlfriend, but I think she's going to be my ride or die. Okay, there's no two ways about it. Like she has brought me she brought me up multiple times, okay? I was depressed beginning or in the beginning of 7th grade coming from 6th grade, and she showed me that there is still good in the world. And I saw a sign in because we had the same group of teachers. Our social studies teacher had a sign in his room said that if you think negative thoughts all the time, nothing good will come to you. If you fill your mind with positive thoughts, things will start to change. And that plagued me for a long, long time because I was just like, I mean, I've tried. I was like, I've tried this and it doesn't work. Like, you can try to think positively, but it just gets exacerbated by the fact that you are in a depression and there's just no way to escape it. And at our high school, well, what used to be my high school, because I don't go there anymore, there have been at least 8 students who have taken their lives, and it's horrible. Especially because I could have been one of them. I could have been a suicide statistic. And I likely could have been if I had stayed there. Because I had a very hard time there. I had a very hard time dealing with workloads and on top of multiple sexual harassment claims. And, it was just really hard for me. And, my girlfriend's mom, she was like, who gives a shit what they say if it's not the truth? And I'm just like, well, I mean, when that's what people believe and that's what everyone believes, and then you start getting left out of things because of that, like that's when it really gets to you. And she's like, that stuff doesn't matter. And it's just, I mean, she does have a lot of wisdom. I know she's been through a lot too. And I'd be wrong to challenge her intelligence because she is also a teacher. Um, so yeah, I mean, like whenever she talks, I listen up. I can listen to people talk. I don't have a problem doing that. Like I listened to this interview about Dwayne Bailey. And I could listen to him talk for hours. But it gets to a point where you're just like you're not able to function in that environment, and you're not able to get the help that you need, because good help is very hard to get. And those of you who have been around as long as I have, you know how true that statement is. It is very hard to find good help. And I just wasn't able to get that at my old high school. And the thought of going to the alternative school or the secondary high school never even crossed my mind, because they didn't have band, and I couldn't stand the thought of not having that. But even that started to stress me out, and I didn't have any passion in that. Like, I lost passion in everything. Like, once I was out of band, every living day at that school was just miserable. And right after I left, I started hearing things about people going home hungry because the food was not edible, and I was like, oh my god. It was like that. Things are just getting worse, and it made me glad that I left when I did. And it took me a long time for me to understand, why it had to happen. I was like, did I make the right choice? And that question plagued me for a while. Um, like I just didn't know if I did do the right thing, but now I absolutely know. So, like, did you do the right thing? Well, yeah, I did the right thing for myself. And, I even had the opportunity to talk to someone that was struggling. And I was like, dude, Allison is, this school, there's so many resources that you can use here. The people are all friendly, and, it's just so much more tight knit than Steel, because Steel is just, there's not a whole lot that you can really enjoy. There's not a whole lot of people you can talk to. Like, I remember one time my counselor wouldn't even talk to me because, I guess she just didn't want to deal with me because I, had already talked about, um, you know, wanting to move over. Um, and I don't blame her. Like, it was just. That last month was not fun. Like, every minute of every day was just absolute misery, unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. And, like, even at the beginning of that school year, I felt so out of place. Like, I didn't belong there. Even though I was in wind ensemble, I was in the top bands, and I was playing tuba, which I actually had more fun doing than I ever did playing trombone. And, once I didn't have that, I also was upset. Once I didn't have that. And, I didn't have the money to go buy a tuba because they're freaking expensive. Like, some tubas can run. Some tubas will run you at least a couple grand. Especially with one that I wanted. So I ended up turning to bass. Dingus! What is up? I haven't seen you in a long time. Wow. But yeah, like, so I had showed interest toward electric bass in 2020, and I tried one out, and it took me a bit to figure out how to play it, but yeah, and then, I told my neighbor that I was thinking about picking it up, and, a little while later, I was at his house, and, my other neighbor is there, and, he plays bass, and he was like, so, he tells me that, you're wanting to get into bass, and I'm like, yeah, I really want to, because I miss playing tuba, and, I really wanted an outlet for something I can enjoy, because tuba, while it is fun, you can't really apply it to a whole lot of different genres of music, especially when it comes to like rock or pop or something like that. I mean, maybe you could, but you'd have to blend really well. And especially with all the advancements that have been made in the electrical stuff now, like there's a lot of different sounds that you can get with a guitar. And yeah, I mean that was kind of what brought me up, um, because back when I was depressed and I didn't have band, I didn't have many friends to help me through what I was going through. Um, Music was basically my outlet, and I'm just glad that I had that to turn to. And then, my life did start getting better after I graduated high school. But then it went back down because some random person decided to look up my Instagram page and threaten me. He was like, "Oh, I hear you sexually harassed this Or he was like, "I need to ask you a question. Did you or did you not sexually harass this person?" So he's asking me, and I tell him, "No, I did not." And then he was like, "So you're lying about it?" And I was like, "Oh, jeez, not this shit again." So yeah, I mean, that really happened, and there have been multiple times where I have taken my name off of my Instagram account out of fear of that stuff, and then I would put it back after a while, and then I would get scared again, thinking that some mumbo would come up and spew some nonsense like that. And sure enough, it happened. And it scared me so much that I took things off of my car that made it stand out. I took a decal off of my car that I had made for my mom back when that was her daily driver. I took that off, and that really hurt her because, I had made her that. Oh no. Not you guys. So, yeah, I started parking in the driveway because I have a Ring camera. Well, we have a Ring camera at our front door. So, like, if anything happened, like, he found my address or something, because he was asking me for my address. He was asking me for my address and show me how tough I really am. And, yeah, I just, I'm sure most of the people at the school still know what my Instagram is, but at least they can't look it up just from my first and last name anymore. I took that off of all of my accounts because I just don't want to deal with that. Because it's not right. No one should ever have to go through that. And like, you can try and ignore it all you want, but it's there, And you know, people take that stuff very seriously nowadays. You know, accusations like that, no matter who it comes from, whether it's someone you've known for a day or for a lifetime, they'll believe it just the same. And you can say that, oh, I don't even know them, I've never talked to them in my life, but they'll just call BS on it. And you know, that's what really burns you, and it's unfortunate that we live in a society like that. Like I After that incident happened, I started parking in the driveway, which is something my dad did not like because he liked having the driveway just to him and my mom. So I would like park further up in the driveway, so my mom would park further back, and then you know, dad would park on the other side of the driveway. But at some point he was just like, okay, you've got to get over this. And I was just like, I don't want to, like it because like at he was so at first my dad was like, I mean, like why would he come over here? What's that going to solve? And I'm like, I don't know. This is a high school theater kid, like, and the last thing I said to him before I blocked him was, if that really happened, would she have told an adult or just a bunch of theater kids? And yeah, I blocked him, and I haven't had any contact with him since. And thank God, because I reported it to the school, and I even talked to an officer about it. um, because like I have all the screenshots from, you know, the conversation, and you know, like people have taken their lives over stuff like that. You know, like it's not fun, and anyone that has ever like sexual harassment is a problem, but there's also a problem with claims. Okay, so like accusations of sexual harassment are just as bad as sexual harassment is itself. And you know, both coincide with each other at times because you know, you don't know if the person's being truthful or not, yet you take their word for it just because, you know, they're your friend. And very recently, one of my friends someone I've known since pre-K, I wouldn't really call him a friend anymore. He told me that my girlfriend likes someone else. He was like, "Hey, did y'all break up?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, I've been hearing that she likes someone else." And I'm just like, I don't know why if she's still with me. And he's like, I don't know, man. That's what my people have told me, and they've never lied to me. I don't know why they would now. I'm just like, whatever, dude. I actually think I blocked him for that because I don't want to deal with drama like that. You know, I'm done. Like I'm just completely done. I've been done with it for over a year now. Like I just want it to die. And you know, sometimes um you know, you will think that you messed up, and that's why, you know, you didn't have the life you deserve, or maybe that you did deserve what happened. But no, it's just, you know, people are being people, and people suck, and that's just how it is. And you know, now I'm just like, I'm done with school. I do my own thing. You know, I sell stuff here and there. Um and I just want to get my career going and maybe move out of Cibolo because, you know, even though I grew up here and this is the only place I ever remember living, I just don't feel safe here. How did that tree even grow? Like, I don't think this is a good environment for anyone. Especially, like, if I have kids, I wouldn't want them to go to these schools. Like, I wouldn't want them to deal with that, especially living near some of the people that bullied me. And, you know, like, if they're kids, like, if they find out that I have kids, then they'll tell their kids, like, hey, go pick on this fucking kid because he's the son of Rafe Wiederstein and, you know, he was an idiot. He's an autistic retard. You know, I've dealt with things like that before. And it is just like it you know, that's my fear. That's what I'm worried about, which is like I said, why I want to move out of Cibolo. Because this place is just a riot, and I would almost say that it's ghetto. Like, I don't want to live here. Not that much longer, at least. But I'm hoping, like, I can get my career started within, like, the next year or so. And I'd start saving. And, like, even before, like, for, like, the past few months, I've been taking parts of my paychecks and I have been going and buying silver from a silver shop called DNS Precious Metals. And the the people that run that place, they're very nice. I've actually gotten to know the guy there really well. He said that he used to work at the second Sonic that I worked at. And the first Sonic that I worked at, he used to take his son to all the time and established a relationship with quite a few of the people. And he also agreed with me when I got fired from the second Sonic that you know, the GM made a really bitch move, and that because like he didn't call me to tell me that he wasn't going to put me on the schedule. He just let me call and tell me then. So like he agreed with me that that was not the right thing to do. And you know, he kind of shot himself in the foot because he also fired my friend for no reason. And that my friend Cryptech, I worked with him. It's Cryptech. I know him from school, and I know him really well. He got fired from there for no reason also. So he went in front of the board of directors, and he got him, the GM, and the guy above him both fired. He got them both fired. So it was pretty victorious, I imagine. So... Oh shit! Oh no. Like, I mean, he definitely got what he deserved, and my crew leader who had brought me over there, I heard that he was thinking about doing something about that guy because he wasn't completely with him on things. He didn't completely agree with his ways. So, yeah, you know, just like, you know, I've dealt with sexual harassment claims at work too, and also they were also from theater kids. So, like, yeah, I've been through it. And it absolutely sucks, but, you know, you can't expect people to do what they're supposed to do. I learned that from Cobra Kai. Well, I heard it in Cobra Kai and realized it was true. Okay, this tornado's not going to hit us. But, you know, it absolutely is true, you know? You know, there's truth to a lot of these things that people say, even if it is from a fictitious show or movie. So, like, you can learn a lot of these lessons from games, shows, and movies because some of them are based on true stories. So, you know, like, I'm not into reading books, but you know, a book that's been made into a movie can teach you a lot too. And you know, they a lot of them do have valuable lessons, just like Toy Story 2. You know, the lesson that I get from that is you know, don't live forever just to live in vain. Live hard and die young having fun. You know, you might not live forever, but you know, you're still going to have really lived because living behind a glass case, that's not living. You know, that's not a life. Who the hell would want to do that? So, yeah, and that's what my girlfriend has she's also been a big influence in you know, life lessons. Even from the time that we met, which was over 5 years ago now. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely validity and truth to a lot of the things that, you know, are said in movies. But, oh, sound's still bad? Alright. I've got my microphone volume turned all the way up, but oh well. So, yeah, like people, you know, I've had people tell me, including my ex-girlfriend, she told me that I'm the bravest person that she knows. And that really surprised me. And, you know, one of my best friends, even told me that, like, she was like, well, you're Rafe, so I know that you can get through it. Because, you know, she had been there for me through a lot of things, before then. So, like, she knew that, I had been through stuff and that I knew how to deal with it. But I wouldn't say that I know how to deal with it. I mean, it's just that I have dealt with it. And, you know, I've also lost some family members over the years, including recently, one whom I was very close with. Um, so, like, it has been a struggle for me, but he's been there for me, and it makes me glad that I graduated early, and now I definitely know that I did the right thing, like, well, like I didn't know before, but if I had stayed at Steele, he wouldn't have been at my graduation. He was at my graduation because I graduated early, because he passed away just over 6 months after. And a couple weeks before he passed, he saw my story on Instagram about me getting fired from Sonic, and he called me and we talked for like an hour and asked if I wanted to do some roofing for him the next day. And I said yeah, and I was glad that I got to spend that time with him. I made it a priority in 2022 to spend time with my grandfather because I don't know, it was just like, you know, don't wait, spend it with him while you can because think about it. I was out of school. I had free time, a bit too much free time, I would say, to do what I wanted, so why not spend it with Grandpa while I can? And I did, and I'm glad I did. And, he's given me a lot of words of advice, too. His wife has, too, which, we called her Mimi, and, she really was, um, she was just like a member of the family. She fit in with us and she loved all of us. So, yeah. But people think that I'm strong and don't know that I'm struggling. Like, everyone is fighting a battle that you don't know about. And I can't stress that enough, okay? Even if the popular people seem like they're doing alright, they're definitely struggling with something internally. So, anyways, I am going to end the stream here. We've been going for just about an hour. Um, I need to end this stream, otherwise I'll just, like, keep yapping my ass off. Um, thank God I don't do caffeine. I am caffeine. I don't need it. So yeah, I will probably do a bass stream in the next week. I need to learn some new songs, but yeah, I think we cleaned this place up pretty good today. There's no standing tree. Well, there are those acacia trees over there, but those are pretty few and far between, so those aren't going to be a task at all. I'll probably do those off stream. But anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to me yap my ass off. And I hope you learned something, and I hope you can take something away from what I've been through. And have gotten to know me a little better and are a lot more comfortable watching. We are very close to 400 subscribers. That would be awesome to hit that soon. But yeah. Anyways, my name is Gray, and I will talk to y'all very soon. Goodbye.